So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be
to keep pace.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
A quick burst. There, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Allen going to throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in... continuity is there, and you can see that
they're hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. With a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talked about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case,
is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll hand it off now. now. Johnson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bills have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing Jones. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Check. Check. Hot. Motion.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Now Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. Forced out to his left.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. And
really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Johnson. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have and scores from yesterday's action. On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On 1st down, it's Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right.
And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They'll run on 1st down. Johnson.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen, he'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Ty Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. But they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done. And
now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll start with a handoff to Johnson and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
John Feliciano, the guard, the guilty party there.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
In your face. 56, 56.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Buffalo. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception.
Picked off right around the 43. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head...
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ty Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. Down. Montez Sweat in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
They'll run it with Johnson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
130 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Johnson, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ty Johnson punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills have...
It takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Patriots. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He's going to let it go again.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. He's going to go up top again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is